the ongoing economic challenges have had a profound impact on the ride-hailing industry, and drivers are struggling with the rising costs associated with the car ownership, maintenance, and the ever-increasing fuel prices. These factors have made it increasingly difficult for many drivers, especially those working with hired vehicles, to sustain their livelihood. And in response, as drivers, they have taken to the street, united in their call for transport network companies to address their concerns. And as far as we are listening here, we have carefully considered the petition submitted to us by our drivers and recognize the challenges that we are facing. And as a local company, we are deeply embedded in the ride-hailing industry. We understand the importance of finding a balance that considers the needs for both our drivers and our customers. After careful consideration, we have decided to increase our minimum fare to 240 and review all our other fares upwards with a significant percentage. And we have also decided to set our maximum commission to the maximum limit that is allowed by the NTSA to 18% effectively. These changes are meant to create a fair and sustainable balance that allows our drivers, while still considering our customers' need. To ease the impact on the price changes, we will continue to offer our discounts to our customers, as we usually do. And as always, our drivers will be able to access the discounts immediately the trip ends from their wallets. We believe these changes will create a more stable and a provide ride-hailing experience for everyone, while also embracing the ride quality for our customers. We warmly invite our fellow industry partners and industry players to join us in addressing our drivers' concerns by collaborating with us and with the drivers, and we can create a fairer and a more sustainable future for our drivers and passengers, and make Kenya a more welcoming place for the ride-hailing business.
My name is Atandi Frederick, Vice Chair, Unity of Online Drivers. As drivers, we have been having challenges of pricing for more than 3 years. We always go to the roads, use many channels, and the bigger one was last month, where we sent different petitions. And so today we are happy to be here, and because FARAS was the first company to approach us after presenting our petitions. And we know the discussions are still going on with all other apps, including NTSA, but FARAS has gone ahead to take a lead first, at least to increase the prices, and we are really much thankful for that. So the struggle still continues. FARAS, we are grateful they have communicated how much they have increased on the rates, which we feel it's not really satisfactory, but it's a journey. We believe after this, they'll still consider increasing the prices. So all our captains, we urge you to give FARAS and the clients some peace of mind kidogo, tusilok sana because of what they have done. So we urge all the other apps too to join hands and also consider. Si lazima mfike where we want, but at least consider our petitions na mkuje vizuri kidogo.
My name is Milondieki, Secretary from Unit of Online Drivers. Mine is just to thank FARAS so much for listening to our cries after a long struggle. This struggle started long ago, 3 to 4 years. But FARAS, thank you so much for listening to us. Mine is just to remind our dear clients that we as FARAS captains will give you the best. Kindly come on board. We are there to serve you and give you the best. And going forward, you'll be able to enjoy our rides and our best services. Thank you, FARAS, and thank you, everyone. And also to call on other app owners, kindly come and join hands with FARAS and listen to the cry of all drivers.
I think it's important that we appreciate, though we have not given 300 as the drivers are requesting, we've done something at 240. And for us to reach to that figure, we've sat with our drivers and we have agreed, let's start with something. Because we also have bills to foot as a company. So it's an amount that we have agreed with the drivers, and we are on a journey. So I want to promise Kenyans and promise drivers who are here listening to us that we'll get there to the 300, but what we are asking for is that give us more time to organize ourselves, even as a company internally, to make sure that we set structures that will allow us to have a minimum fare of 300. And by the way, as per the laws of the CAK, I think it's Article 21(2), it limits us from discussing minimum prices. And therefore, we do not want to engage in this conversation of discussing minimum prices. So let's allow prices to be decided by the market forces. On the issue of the commissions and the discount, it's in the public domain that we are very new. But again, we have come to change the way this business is done. And we have managed to penetrate the market, and now I can confidently say that we are the second biggest in the economy in terms of market share. And therefore, our mathematics or our style is that we are basing on the economics of numbers. So the more trips you get, the more we are able to pay our drivers, and they will appreciate what you're doing. And we thank Kenyans for supporting us to get where we are. So we have enough trips to make sure that we pay the commission, pay the drivers' commission, pay discounts for drivers, and we are left with something as a company. Well, customers have no problem with paying prices because the drivers can confirm, including yourself, I'm sure. If you take a ride and sometimes you don't pay drivers what the app shows, right? You sometimes finding yourself paying more. So that means you have no problem with paying a slightly higher figure, okay? But you have a problem with paying a very high figure, okay? But you're okay to add 50 shillings, 100 shillings. And that is what we have given the drivers, so that you don't have to negotiate with the drivers on the fare pricing. Yes.